In this video, we're going to take a final look at percents. Specifically, we're going to look at problems involving taxes. We start with an example where we're going to calculate tax and an overall price. Suppose you purchase a $1,500 sofa. Sales tax in your city is 8.63%. What is the total amount you will pay for the sofa, including tax? When we calculate the tax and overall price, it's very similar to the process when we calculate discounts. The only difference is when we calculate discounts, we're subtracting, and when we calculate tax, we're actually adding. Let me start with a picture then. Suppose I have a $1,500 sofa. That's the original price. But when you buy items, there's a sales tax that gets involved. In fact, if sales tax is 8.63%, that means we have to add to our original price 8.63% of that original price. In our case, $1,500. When we do, that's going to give us our final price or our overall price for the sofa. That's the setup, that's the picture. Let's put in a variable and solve. Our original price for the sofa is $1,500. If we want to calculate the tax added to it, we would have to take 8.63%, or in other words, 0.0863, multiplied by 1,500. This amount here is our tax on the sofa. When we add those two values, we're going to get our overall price, which right now is unknown, so we'll just put X in its place. Let's pull out a calculator and let's calculate that tax. The sofa is $1,500 plus, and then we multiply 0.0863 multiplied by 1,500. That tells me that the tax on this $1,500 sofa is $129.45. If I then take that tax amount, $129.45, and I add it to my original price of the sofa of $1,500, that tells me that the overall price for both the sofa, including tax, is $1,629.45. That's it. Let's take a look at a second example. Let's now solve for a tax rate. Suppose you purchase a $30 sweater. The receipt shows that you paid a tax of $2.25 for that sweater. What is the tax rate that you paid? I think to work this problem, I want to go back to our basic understanding or basic percent equation. Namely, we have an equation that says percent times base equals amount. And I think this would come in very nicely to use for this problem. Percent times base equals the amount. If we look at this problem, our base is actually what we're purchasing, right? Because we're going to put tax on our purchase. So the base is actually that $30 sweater. The tax, or the percentage rate, is unknown, so we're going to take X times 30, and that's going to give us our amount, or the portion of the sweater that's paid for tax, namely $2.25. So to calculate our tax rate, all we have to do is solve the simple equation 30x equals $2.25. And how do we solve that? We divide both sides by 30. That gives us that X is equal to $2.25 divided by 30. Pull out your calculator, 2.25 divided by 30, and that gives us 0.075. Taking that decimal and converting it into a percent, because tax rates are usually expressed as percents, we say that 0.075 is equivalent to 7.5%. We would say the tax rate that we paid on that sweater is 7.5%. That completes our discussion on percents and taxes. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me.